Boom. CRKT Avant. New for 2019. If you want to know more about this knife, stay tuned. Alright guys, I tried to come to you today with an outdoor review. We're in southern Nevada. Got the nice snow caps in the background there. It's the end of March 2019. And unfortunately, there's the city back behind us. Unfortunately, it got a little windy. And it got a little hazy. Usually it's a lot more clear than that. And you can see town back there, but we're heading back to Joshua Tree area tomorrow, Yucca Valley, California, to pick up the RV. But I wanted to get this knife review to you. Saw this on SHOT Show 2019. It's a CRKT Avant. It's designed by Eric Oach. So, it's a nice little flipper for around $60 from CRKT. Specs. Length, about 8 inches. Blade length, 3.2 inches. Blade material, 8CR14 MOV. Cost around $60. It's made in China. And it has IKBS, which is kind of cool. Alright, so this is new for 2019. This is what I would call a gentleman's carry flipper. And it also has a thumb disc. Bronze accents, which are really cool with the black. This has carbon fiber handle. Actually, carbon fiber handle scales with stainless steel liners. They've done a little bit of milling here for when you land on the flipper. There's no sharp edges or anything like that to damage your precious little office finger. If you're an office guy, which I used to be. No jimping on the flipper. Flips open real nice with the IKBS. No jimping on the flipper. Again, it's made in China. Quality on this knife, not bad. They didn't use the best materials in the world, but it's really not bad. 8CR14 MOV, how do I feel about that steel? There's better, but, it's sufficient. It's a medium, type of a knife blade steel. More toward the budget end, if I had to say. But, hold an edge for a little while, and it's easy to sharpen. So, for your average Joe, which are most knife buyers, should be just fine. The carbon fiber scales, they look to be laminated of some sorts. I do not believe that's genuine. They rounded and polished the edges of the liners and also of the spine of the knife. On one hand, I like that thumb disc because it's kind of cool looking. On the other hand, I don't care for it because it's pretty far down the blade and, it could drag on the material when you're cutting it. It's got a nice looking bronze pivot, both sides. This is really nice. The backspacer. It's like a hammered type finish, something you would see on a custom knife. Very cool. I love the bronze with the black. Now this is my problem with fit and finish right here. See this right here? It looks like the screws that they used to go through the backspacer, I believe they're too long in hitting the scale and pushing it away from the liner. Could probably be remedied by taking those out, sanding them down a little bit, and putting them back on. But hopefully this hasn't been bent so long where it's going to keep that gap. So that's a flaw. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything. Blade centering looks good. Action is good. The grind's good. The weight, 5.4 ounces. It's not heavy, but it's not light. So if you're a backpacker, you know, you're not gonna want to be carrying this in your gear. I would say this is more of a gentleman's carry, you know, or someone who has an office job. Blade shape, drop point. I love drop points. Hollow ground. It's nice and sharp, so it's thin behind the edges. And I like the drop points because you can get the tip of the blade down on the material, like if you're opening boxes or, you know, doing draw cuts, that kind of stuff. Overall, what do I think? I like it. It's a nice knife. It's a sturdy knife. It's a smooth knife. It's reasonably priced. I don't know if I'm going to call it like a grand slam home run type, but I do like it, and I do think that it's a fair value, and I do think it'll last a long time. Good job, CRKT. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe I'll get me a windsock or something, and that way when I take you guys out on these cool locations, I can actually film outside instead of in the vehicle, because it's pretty out here. I wanted to show you guys this, along with a sweet blade. That's it. Catch you next time. Thanks.